appropriate age to have sex intercourse?
After 18. But like,
how would you go about dating in 2024?
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, okay, so.
Love yourself, babe.
Self-love is the best love. If he invites me to smoke or drink, does that automatically mean he wants to have sex?
No.
Who believes that?
Help! My coochie. My coochie looks like a cookies and cream Hershey bar. Hi you guys, back to my channel. Today we're doing a different type of video. I've never done a video like this before. I have 3 very special guests. Let them go down the line.
Hi, it's Naomi.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Ahana.
What we're doing today is I decided to do a different type of vibes. We're gonna do a girl chat video. I wanted to get 3 other girls, hear their perspectives, so maybe there's somewhere out there that someone out there can relate to. I composed a series of questions into this notebook, so I'm gonna just be putting up the scenario, putting up the question. Each one of us to just put their input or just what you guys think. How y'all feel?
I'm ready. Like,
We'll see how this goes.
I feel like you guys can advise a young girl out there who needs help.
I feel like I'm still the young girl who needs help, but I would try my best.
So the first question is, what is the appropriate age to have sex intercourse?
After 18. What? And this sounds crazy, but like, one, as an adult, when you have like consent, you have to worry about all that. 2, just live life a little bit before you decide to give it to, you know, some random dude. Really and truly, I want you to do it like not right after, but like after your first semester of college.
Girl, not even. I'm saying,
that first semester.
How would you do that?
That'd be the worst.
Keep it together until like at least that first semester.
I don't even think you should do it like while you're in college. You're going into college a virgin. Stay a virgin until like your senior year at least. You first get into college and you have no parent control, no nothing. You'll be sleeping with like the worst madam. Like these niggas in college is broke.
Period.
So if anything really happens, who's to say like, oh, they have money to support you or this or that? My first year of college, there were so many girls who had to drop out. Also in the nursing program, mind you, dropped out because they had kids and now they're raising kids instead of degrees.
Oh!
Cut the cameras.
So
I would even advocate in saying after college, because the best thing you need to do is know yourself. Like it's so important to know yourself. Honestly, like I'm not gonna put an age on it, but after college, honestly. Like,
We're in 2024 now. How would you go about dating in 2024? Is it no hope? Or
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, okay, so.
Love yourself, babe.
self-love is the best love.
Nice.
Until like you actually need to get married, then you can go and settle for one, you know. For the most part, if you're in college or like you're trying to get a degree, just
Focus on that degree. I feel like don't go out dating if you haven't taken the time to love yourself and get to know yourself better. It's just gonna cause you more heartbreak and more things that you have to go through if you don't know your worth. Find your worth, and 2, love yourself.
Let's go.
If you happen to follow, you know, with some guy, be very intentional on what you want. I don't know about y'all, but I have a list. Like, it's not like some, oh, he needs to be this tall, basketball player, like not. It be like characteristics. If it's not in the Bible, like of who your husband's supposed to be, then it shouldn't be on your list.
and also, there's a big difference between wanting a relationship and wanting a companion.
Yeah.
You're thinking you want a relationship, but a relationship is supposed to show you the version of you, the bad version of you, so you can evolve. A lot of times people want companions, people gets to be there, go on dates with, and that's just not the case. That's not what's actually important. It's not sustainable. At least for me, I'd rather be by myself and loving, pouring into myself. In the meantime, when I actually find somebody who's actually gonna be worth and willing to be in a committed relationship.
Also, stay up with social media. A lot of people now, like they're getting, especially if you haven't been dating, a lot of people get their advice from like podcaster
Twitter. What you be seeing on Instagram is not the real shit.
As a male, I could have 18, 30, 40, 50 women pregnant at the same time.
This is the perfect example that you can be dumb as a girl and make it through life, bro.
What? No.
Oh yeah, you want to mess with me? You think I'm a girl and you mess with me, you're gonna learn something. Hey yeah, fuck you, ho. You ain't gonna do shit. Suck dick and cook.
I feel like a lot of people just think all girls want materialistic things. Some girls do, but it's not everybody.
Not married.
Yeah. But even then, some people be married and be the ones capping. So
like,
it's
or
like
in healthy relationships, because like y'all, they be like, yeah, my man has all this, but he's beating her behind closed doors.
exactly like perception is not always reality. Don't focus on social media because it's not realistic. You got to actually go through it in real life to know what's real or not. Relationships have a lot of layers. So
Yeah.
just be
So, like,
very mindful. If he invites me to smoke or drink, does that automatically mean he wants to have sex?
No.
Who believes that? Because if you believe that, I need to go and get my psychological assessment kit.
Look, it's a trap either way. I don't care.
I feel like first link. Oh, most definitely. I'm so sorry. Don't insult my intelligence.
No,
Not even a
but what
day.
if the guy says like that's just like the icebreaker, like let's smoke to break the ice, or like, you know.
I really think it's like, why do you not want me in my right state of mind?
Right. Like, I have a question. Is it like first link, like you guys never talked before? This is like first link in person, or y'all have a little bit of history?
Regardless if it's the first link or not, sometimes they still have that in their head trying to do.
Yeah, because
It
guys
really-
been plotting for a while.
They plot, right?
You have to be very careful because I remember there was this guy who I used to work with. He literally said, it was a rumor. My other guy friend told me, so we snitched on him. He told me that this guy, he likes to get girls high because it makes it easier to have sex with them.
No ma'am. No ma'am. No ma'am.
But that's like the mindset of most guys in general. Sometimes, if you're a smoker in general, it's not that big of a deal to you. If you've never gotten to know me, the only way you're gonna get to know me, like my first link, is to smoke me out or let's go and do some things. Like, you're not trying to get to know me. You're trying to get to know something else. And I feel like
if you try linking after 11, don't do it. It's not worth it.
When it's dark.
Hey, again, please.
If he links after 11,
Yes, please.
it's not worth it.
What is there after 11 p.m.?
Very true, very
This
true.
is not crossover service. Please.
Healing phase. How do you get over a heartbreak or like a situationship, like just overall like a break?
I can't speak on this one.
Hey, you still healing?
I feel like I'm still trying to figure out how to heal.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just time for me, but
Time is the best medicine. Like for me, I can only speak for myself. I feel like keeping myself busy. Like I know for me when I was working, I liked going to work because it made me not think about the situation. I'm not saying avoid your problems, but just keep your mind stimulated so you're not only focusing on that situation.
I think in general, just investing in yourself. You like have things going on for yourself. You're gonna think about the situation. You're gonna be like, I'm all right. Like I'm good. Like you can live without this person. Sometimes when you're in it and when you're going through like whatever issues it was, and then sometimes it's hard to think like how life is gonna be without that person.
Yeah.
Just pour into yourself, invest in yourself, and you're gonna be thinking 3 months down the line like, yo, I'm
I
already
was really
ready.
crying.
I was like, oh my goodness, yeah.
Especially like with women, most of the time when it comes to relationships, it's not like we just, oh, we got one fight and leave. It's like we've tried so many things over and over and over. We've taken you back how many times again? Like once you get to the point where you realize I've really done every single possible thing humanly possible to keep this relationship, that's when you can leave in peace, because it's like
At least you try.
there's nothing literally.
Because it's like you said, when you first break from someone, your mind's initially going to retract the good times, and it kind of gets your heart distracted. But let your mind, be focused.
Yeah.
I'm in college, but I'm having a hard time making friends. And this can't be just college; it can also be high school. But what's the advice you would give to someone who is having a hard time making friends?
Everyone has their own separate experience, so I think it's
Yeah.
really very interesting.
For me, like my freshman year of college, I was the only one out of my friend group from high school, and those are people I've known since my elementary school. I grew up with them. Being separated from them was definitely a struggle, but I feel like what helped me overcome it was honestly, I had one friend who introduced me to another group of friends, and then it kind of goes on from there. It just helps you branch off, but you also have to, the other friend can do the work by bringing you there to those people, but you have to do the work in yourself and talking to them and engaging with them and being like, hey, what's your Instagram, what's your number, to sustain that. And keep hanging out and keep talking to sustain it, because obviously you could be like, oh my god, you're so pretty, oh my god, but that's very surface level versus like that.
you don't need like a big group of friends, because once you have those 1 or 2 friends that you can go to and talk to about anything, you'll be good.
And obviously I ended up staying in community college, which is like a whole other struggle in itself. But like looking back, did I try to make as much friends as I should have, at least my first year? Definitely not. Someone that is very introverted, when I say very introverted, like to the point where I really went to school, came back, and some way, somehow, you know how they say you can't find your husband has to find you, something like that. Like, I'm not lie.
Get out.
The way my friends were working out for that year, they low-key went through my door and through my window. Like,
Even for me, I went to like community college my first year, and That's a whole different, like,
People get in and get out.
it's really quick, like in and out, like just do what you gotta do and leave. I transitioned to university. I didn't really know anybody who was there. So I was most definitely like living on campus thinking like, okay, what am I supposed to do? We met a lot of like the people through like social media and like through events. I was just really just trying to work and get my money. Like I was very like focused on that. But then you realize like the sense of community is very important. And like you need friends. Like it's as important. So
Nice, guys.
And join clubs.
that part.
Yeah.
My friend group of many years just broke up, and I'm still healing. How do I get over it? Because
I'm gonna go back to y'all.
they say friendship heartbreaks hurt more than actual heartbreaks, and they did not lie. My friend group broke up literally like my freshman year in college. So not only am I by myself, we broke up. So I was like, dang, I can't even call y'all if I'm feeling sad. I feel like time for me was the best thing because I can't lie, there was some days where I wake up and I'm just like, but I feel like for me, especially if they do you wrong, that's when it's like, ooh. And then, okay, I guess also mute whoever their mutuals are. Some people, if it's one person that you don't really get along with, but other people are kind of collateral because they're kind of siding with them, but you don't want to not be friends with them. I feel like for my piece, I had to mute those people so like I could like, be out of sight, out of mind. But to anybody?
Honestly, what was the question? There's like two ways to go about it. Because first of all, in general, in every friend group, whether you like it or not, there's one person that you're closer to. Not be equally friends with everyone in that friend group. You know it. We know it. We all know it. No one wants to say it, but it's true. So if it's like y'all just grew apart, I'm not gonna lie, that one hurts a lot more because it's like, damn, you can't do shit about it.
With the growing apart though, growing apart look like y'all just don't really talk as much though, right?
Growing apart is like you guys have two different, especially like when you go to different universities and stuff. Eventually, like y'all talk less and less, which is fine, over time. I'm not gonna talk on the phone every day. It turns into like they have different interests. You don't have a lot to talk about anymore, and then you get to the point where like you don't really want to make time for the other person. It's not on some, oh, I don't like her. It's more of like, just don't connect with her the same way I was doing before, which is like, it's like, when I say heartbreak, it's really a heartbreak because you can't, it's inevitable.
Yeah, it is
You
what
can't.
it is.
How to confront your friend when you notice their lifestyle or choices aren't aligning with yours?
Don't.
You don't confront them?
Wait a minute.
Aligning with yours or aligning with them. Because if you know that's not how they are, okay, talk to them a little bit in the beginning, but if they continue, what can you do? Like,
definitely, you need to have a conversation. Like, if like at the very least, just respectable conversation. But then if you do
What does that
see,
look like? Oh my gosh.
I mean, just be like, girl, what are you doing? Like, this is not you. If that becomes once again like a pattern, and they're continuously doing that, then who knows? Maybe you didn't really know the real them.
Oh.
And it's sad, and it hurts, and it's sad.
people's friendship, they reflect like themselves on who they hang around with, which is a good and bad thing. Because sometimes when you have like differences, it's like, this is how I've been. Like, I've always been a party person. I've always been an extrovert person. You didn't see it until it was extreme when I'm going out a lot more than we're used to, or we're doing a lot. I'm doing a lot more than you're comfortable with. And you have a discussion with me, I appreciate it. But at the end of the day, it's like, I've always been this type of person. You confronting me isn't going to do anything about it except make me feel like, oh, you don't really like me for who I am. You know what I mean?
So in that case, she probably just doesn't know her friend.
Exactly.
There's two ways about it. Confront them. If the person says this is who I really am, then you just have to take it for what it is. Either way, if like people are people, they're gonna do what they want. So you have to really just align with people who compliment you, who literally align with stuff.
But don't be that friend to see your friend doing something wrong and then not saying nothing and let them know like, hey, what you did was fucked up.
Yeah, like you just have like if you're genuinely a friend and you care, I would like you to at least speak up.
Yeah.
And then if I tell you that this is who I really am and stuff like that, then I mean it is what it is.
Help! My coochie. My coochie looks like a cookies and cream Hershey bar. How do I get rid of ingrown hairs and scarring down there?
I'm so confused when you said cookie and creams. I was like,
You never seen
the shade?
the Hershey's cookies and cream Hershey
So
bar?
that means down there they're white. First of all,
No! They
Down
have,
the college.
they have the spots like on a cookies
You could have
and
said
cream
a crunch
Hershey
bar.
like, damn.
A crunch bar.
Yeah,
That is
it has a little crunch.
It has the little
Because
bumps
cream
in
means
it.
that the
when
skin is
when I
white.
think crunch, no, when I think crunch bar,
Where's the cream coming from?
help them, help them, help.
If your shit looking like cookie and cream on the inside,
Oh my god, I'm talking about the inside, talking about the outside.
Okay, as far as ingrown, this is thing. Just put it there. I don't have it, but tender skin or ten skin, beautiful, and exfoliate.
Exfoliating is your best friend.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's.
But that was sugar scrubs.
Really?
yeah.
Why?
Bacteria. It just holds bacteria. It's sugar.
But the
It's
tree
dry
hug
brushing.
stuff, that's a sugar scrub?
Yes. Not dry. brushing.
Yeah, you gotta dry.
You gotta
exfoliate.
really scrub.
Dry
you know?
exfoliate down there. Don't.
Oh, I didn't. Y'all just taught me something.
Use glycolic acid. That will get your
That too.
one color.
For me, exfoliating and waxing was what changed.
I was gonna ask, do you wax by yourself?
I wax myself.
You're strong.
I had to learn because
You're very strong.
I used to be
I salute
spending
you, my
50,
friend.
60, 70, actually 70,
No.
so, you know, plus the tip.
Pause.
But like, I'm not spending that every month. Like, I have to do it myself.
Here's the
And
thing. I'm all for DIY, but paying, like I can't.
I wax myself and I'm proud of it.
Really holding 2 hands on the pillow every time.
You gotta jump when you rip. So you don't flinch. That's literally what I do. I'm like,
I feel like your siblings are walking past the restroom.
hey, God forbid.
Siblings are walking past the bathroom. All they hear is.
Like, how do you know, like, when your Kuda Macata is, like, on track, not on track, like, or you're gonna know, obviously, or how to get it back on track.
Drink a lot of water. Soda, all that energy drinks. Stop.
And probiotics.
I was just about to say probiotics.
Probably what you eat will actually like
Showcase.
showcase and be.
You know you don't eat good chlorophyll drops in your water. It's gonna save your life.
Ding.
Not
And
taking
don't let
myself.
anybody in that hole. That's another thing. Because that would throw off your pH balance.
That was a good one. Other people can get you thrown off down there as well. So if he's not showering, if
He can
smells
be
bad,
clean.
you're going to smell
You
bad.
know one thing I realized? He
can
could
be
be
clean?
clean. Because, like,
Yeah.
yeah, he could be
It's
very,
just-
very clean.
because
He
the
could throw off
pH
your
of a
pH balance.
a pH of a person is
Oh, yes,
is
yes.
automatically different from a pH person, regardless
Yeah.
if they're clean or not.
Gucci got a mind of her own. So if you doing it and you know you're both clean and it's throwing off your pH balance, it's your Gucci trying to tell you he's not the one.
Cap.
Yeah, you can literally be physically clean. The whole time you have syphilis. You won't know.
That's okay. That's very good.
Get checked, please.
Good try.
Especially in Houston. Hey.
Eat. Make sure your partner's clean, and then also they say like certain like detergent can throw you off as well, like
Yeah.
certain like fabrics or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
You that would like to be wearing lace lace, don't be doing it all the time.
bro, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be that girl that would wear like a thong every day. That stuff would give me rug burn, like
Yeah,
in
hell
between.
nah.
I don't know who I thought I was, but
Sleep butt naked.
you need to sleep
That's
oversized
You don't
t-shirt.
have to, but let the coochie breathe.
No, you're supposed to like
sometimes.
at some point, like say it's 7 days in a week. One day you can just free ball it.
Every night for me.
No,
So I
every
like to sleep by
night.
myself.
I need to let her breathe.
Breathe.
Once I'm on my period or something, you know.
That's fast.
How long should the talking stage be?
3 months.
3 months.
Absolutely not.
Actually, talking stage a week and a half, maybe 2. Then you date for 3 months, and then you get into a relationship. Simple, easy.
I like how you twisted that because when you said 3 months, I said you be telling me you be talking on the
Cause
phone.
I'm so sorry. This is why I'm saying dating in 2024 is useless. What do you mean we're talking on the phone? You know, FaceTiming every single night like a commitment for 3, 4. People are doing this for 6 months, like you're a pen pal.
So you're saying the talking stage should only last up until like you go on that date? Like
Wait,
there
but
has to be a
there's
date
stages
there.
to the talking stage. Just like you just know each other, so then it's after you just know each other, y'all are getting
Yeah.
a little more, and then
Exactly.
it's like how many dates until you're like, okay, this is like talking.
No, talking is maybe like the basics, like like what do you do, like how old are you, all that, and then just to plan the date. I'm so sorry. I meet you on Monday. This Monday, you have 2 weeks. I'm counting the timer. 2 weeks to at least plan a date. If you do not plan a date within those 2 weeks, I'm sorry. I'm going to my next suitor. Cause what are you doing?
Next
Wasting my time.
suitor, next suitor.
Like,
It also depends on how you met the person too.
True.
But if you do start a talking stage, there's something in your mind that said, "Oh, I actually want to. I have
Yeah.
interest. I want to get to know
Yeah.
this person."
Exactly.
With that being said, you can't waste time. Because if you waste time, then you get the boots.
So what time limit do you feel like is a good time?
Talking stage, call it a week and a half.
Yeah.
2
what I'm
weeks.
saying.
And then if a date is not planned, to actually see you one-on-one in person.
So y'all think about talking differently, because I'm like, you could be going on dates and y'all are just talking.
That's what I'm saying.
dating.
That's
Dating.
not talk. That's dating.
That's dating.
The issue is with
Oh, maybe
this
I'm thinking
generation of
backwards.
Gen Z. Y'all, you know, low key being
Dating is
girlfriend.
courting. Like
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like
Talking and dating, I'm thinking y'all are just like getting to know each other stage.
Yeah.
But like official is like this is the person I'm with, and like I'm not entertaining no one else.
I think that's exclusive, but official to me is like they ask me the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you asked me the question. I'm still seeing other people. I don't care if you say I'm the only one you're talking to. I'm still seeing other people.
Well, okay, maybe that one is.
It's like a lot of layers.
It's a lot of layers.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm depressed but can't seem to take it off. How do I go about it? A lot of people become depressed when they don't have a purpose in a sense, or they don't have something going on. Not everybody, but a good portion of people. If you're just living to live and you have no type of, let's say, goal or just any type of task you're working on, your body's just naturally gonna feel kind of like unused, and you're just gonna be beating on yourself because you're seeing everybody else do something, but you're yourself are not doing anything. So it puts you in this almost
honestly, I think it's
box.
the opposite, because, like, for example, you know, some people, they don't have, like, you know, people have different dreams and different aspirations, right? I feel like people feel depressed when they know they have a purpose and they're not, what they're doing right now is not aligning with what their purpose is.
But there are certain people who can't be depressed. It hit me until like when I was saying it, and it was like she was speaking facts. You know how like you feel yourself going deep into this dark place that you know you're not supposed to be in, and like you know what you're doing isn't feeling right, and it's like you can do better. People just naturally snap up and be like, oh shit, I need to do better, because if I don't want better for me, who will?
That doesn't mean you can't be depressed. I feel like every person has a moment when they're low, because your aunt has expressed her lows, and you cannot say, me personally, I can't believe that she's never had like a depressive moment. I'm not saying her snapback could be really well, but to say she's never been depressed might be a stretch.
I'm very emotionless.
I feel like everyone's threshold
But you
is
don't know
different
what caused her
as
to be
well.
emotional.
yeah, I think everybody's
Everyone's
threshold is different.
And depression looks different on everybody. Because some
Exactly.
people's depression is like their environment is dirty, or they're just laying down, they're not taking care of themselves. Other
Yeah.
people can be hyper, what's it called? High functioning depression. Like they work, but
Do you
they're
think
still
like
sad.
being numb is also being depressed? Like you kind of just
It
switch
could
off
be.
your emotions? You're
I think
also
there's different forms
That's
for
a-
sure. I'm sure all of us have experienced some form of depression, or probably
Yeah.
still going through it. What would you tell a young girl out there, or someone in your shoes? Like, how were you able to maybe not get over it, but make it easier to get through it?
The way to get through it, get over is to go through it. Like
Well-
whatever is really making you depressed, you really gotta find what it is. You gotta seek deep inside yourself and say what it is. Is it work? Is it school? Is it your household? What is it? And then attack it head on.
Sometimes it's not even like what you're doing, it's about like what you feel is the environment around you. Like, for example, stem from jealousy. For example, like you seeing someone doing something that you know you're supposed to be doing, and you might be in the arena, you might like be towards that goal, but you're just not in the same category as another person. It's not because you're not doing what you need to do, it's because you're looking at another person instead of focusing on yourself. So you just focus on what you can control.
Yeah.
And honestly, you're gonna be okay. Like, just for me, I'm so sorry, I'm a Christian.
Pray
God
about
wouldn't
it,
put
pray
something in
over
your
it.
heart if you weren't able to achieve it. God would not
Right.
God is not giving you a life that you would not need Him for. So regardless, pain is part of life. You're gonna go through it. You're gonna make it. You're gonna be okay.
That was the last question, guys. So that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for being a part of my video. All of their socials will be linked in the description and pop up on the screen. But yeah, that was the end. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.
And
Bye.